Mimi naitwa Kariko Mwangi na mimi ni mfanyabiashara ama general merchant, na mimi ni mkulima wa small scale farmer, na mimi ni mwanasiasa. Nasema mimi ni mwanasiasa kwa sababu I've served in elective positions, having been elected councillor for Biashara Ward in the former municipality, which was the central ward, which is in the capital. Yeah, is the headquarter of Nakuru County, and I also happen to serve as a deputy mayor. And later on, I decided now I should go and push high in the leadership. I decided to contest for a parliamentary seat. So in 2013, I was contesting for a parliamentary seat in Nakuru Town West, and I'm also aspiring to contest the same seat because I've not lost my dream in the forthcoming general election in the year 2022. God willing, if we shall still be alive and healthy. Ningetaka kuongea kidogo kuhusiana na lile jambo ambao Wakenya wengi from all walks of life walikuwa na goja kusikia kutokana na judgment ya kwanza iliyofanywa ya dispute ya BBI, na ikarudishwa, na judgment ilifanywa tarehe 20 mwezi wa 8 juzi, na majaji wa Kenya wakatoa ruling yake, na vile BBI si kuanguka, ilianguka. BBI ni utaratibu haikuwa imefuatiliwa jinsi kulingana na vile ilivyokuwa inatakikana, lakini niseme ni kwamba wengi wa Wakenya hawakutaka maneno ya BBI kwa sababu BBI to Kenyans was not a priority. First and foremost, ningetaka kusema the constitution which was promulgated in 2010 as a Kenyan made constitution, the implementation period was 15 years. Now, as we stand here now, the constitution itself has not been implemented fully because we are in 2017, so we are remaining with about three years for the period ya kuimplement your constitution, and a lot which we are supposed to would have been implemented in the constitution have not been implemented fully. Number two, the BBI, the Building Bridges Initiative, was not Wanjiku's proposal, was not Wanjiku's agenda. First and foremost, I would like to say that it was not a priority because Kenya, as we stand now, Kenyans are still suffering because of the world pandemic. The coronavirus imeletea Wakenya wengi shida. Imeletea Wakenya wengi, they are living without food. They are living without employment. Majority of them not even afford treatment. The cost of treating coronavirus is very exorbitantly very expensive. Even the oxygen itself, it's not affordable to majority of Kenyans. The requirement to fight with the pandemic, we are even depending with the foreign assistance. Tunaona hata zile kits za kutumia na madaktari hatuna za kutosha. We cannot even afford to buy enough vaccine for the injections to fight the coronavirus. Kwa hivyo, number two, the economic hardship ile iko katika nchi yetu. Watu wengi they are living without food. There is no employment. Uchumi wetu umezoroteka. Kwa hivyo, na mzigo ni mkubwa wa kuimplement ile constitution yetu. Mzigo ni mkubwa hata kwa wazazi. Kwa hivyo Wakenya hawakuona ikiwa priority. Hata kama kungekuwa na mambo ingine ndani yake, most of the the proposed amendment, which were supposed to be in the referendum, ni mambo ambayo ingine could have been discussed at the level of parliament, at the senate. Kwa hivyo mimi ningetaka kusema ni kwamba inaonekana wale walipewa majukumu hiyo kwa kushaguliwa na Wakenya ili waende kuwakilisha katika bunge, they have abandoned their responsibility. Number 2, inaonekana hakukuwa na maelewano between the three arms of government, the executive, the judiciary and the legislature. Kwa hivyo nilikuwa nataka kusema pengine hata wale watu walifanya ile jambo la building bridges initiative iwe proposed kuletwa, wale ambao wanatakana wa advise the executive, actually kuna mahali waliashiria kazi yao ili ya kama we have the attorney general, all these officers who are supposed to advise the executive are paid with the taxpayers money. Na kulingana na ile judgment inasema hata hiyo BBI, the initiative itself, haikufuatilia ile utaratibu. First and foremost, in our constitution today, public participation is paramount in making a national decision ile inahusiana na Wakenya. Kwa hivyo mimi ningetaka kusema hakuna haja ya pull and push. The referendum was meant to assist Kenyans. Utaratibu haikufuata. Kuna mambo mzuri ilikuwa ndani ya hiyo proposed BBI, na kuna mambo ingine pia haikuwa ya muhimu. Kama nikisema kwa mfano the proposed additional funding to the county government, kama hiyo mimi ninge support, kwa sababu that is the only way that money could have trickled down in the big volume to bring development to the ward level. But the issue of representation structure, for example, maneno ya kusema ku create additional positions ati tuashe na ile tuko nayo, whereby we have the head of state and his deputy, alafu tutolewe kuongezwe kiti ingine ya prime minister, deputy prime minister, na hii kadhalika. Hizo si samana to the Kenyan at the moment. Ile structure yenye tuko nayo ni mzuri, katiba yetu ikiwa implemented ni mzuri, hata zile viti tuko nazo ni mingi. The issue of additional constituencies, if well distributed according to the constitution, ni mzuri for closer representation, because it will also create employment. But then it was done in bad taste, because there have been even accusations whereby even the county government, the assemblies themselves, did not do public participation. So the proposed document was not taken to the public for them to be educated. Kwa hivyo sasa mimi ningeomba tuachane na hiyo. It's very unfortunate that a lot of money has been spent in that, which actually could have been used maybe to buy the PPE for the PPE, the vaccines, and also the masks, as well as the sanitizers, because even as we speak here now, a lot of Kenyans are suffering in the hands of the police, the regular police and the administration, just because of moving without masks. You can imagine the cost of a mask is 10 shillings, and it is a protective requirement to reduce the spread of COVID-19. What do you think if a Kenyan cannot afford to buy a mask, and the police are arresting them, taking them to the cells, charging them without wearing masks? Even without, you mean, I'm so sad that Kenyans are not, most of the Kenyans are not patriotic. You know, Even when you find someone without wearing a mask, honestly, and he knows he or she is risking his life because of walking without wearing a mask, which is supposed to be a protective requirement from COVID-19, which has killed so many people, the breadwinners, the dependents of families. So I appeal to the executive through the Ministry of Health, Mutahi Kagwe. Can you really, why can't you sympathize with your dear brothers and sisters, with your children, with your mothers who are languishing in poverty? Why can't you give an order that any law enforcer, when he comes close with someone who is not wearing a mask, actually he should advise him the reason. You know, the Bible says, my people get lost because of failing to have information. Now, the issue of masks. Kenyans, so many Kenyans are living without breakfast, without lunch, without supper. So many children have dropped out from school because they cannot even afford the building fund. And here is the issue of proposing to create so many positions so that whoever are contesting for the national position can have a position to bargain with those whom they want them to support through the creation of additional elective position. So personally, I want to say, me and my supporters, we are so happy. We are so happy with the ruling of the judges of the Court of Appeal, and my humble appeal is that because for this country to prosper, we need a close working relationship between the people's representative, those are the elected leaders, the executive, and the judiciary. So because this Kenya is great than one of us, and therefore I want to appeal to my dear brothers those are in elective positions to swallow their pride, to create a negotiating ground whereby they can see what is good for Kenyans and what is bad for Kenyans, what is for long term and short term decisions. And therefore I am praying that we move forward to build this great country without ignoring the plight and the needs of our dear Kenyans, because so many Kenyans are living without a daily bread, and that should be a priority. Because even the founding stone for this country, which made our dear grandfathers and fathers to come together, abandoning their tribal leadership, abandoning their work to fight the colonial rule. They were saying that we are fighting the colonial rulers so that we can have our own independence. We can be able to fight with the disease. We can own land, and we can make our people have enough food for their families, and also to fight illiteracy. I don't know why those who took over the baton of leadership have forgotten the foundation stone of the independence of our country. I would want to say that this country is founded with the Constitution. We should live the Constitution because it was made to guide us and to defend us. So may every Kenyan defend, respect the Constitution of our great nation. Ninajua kama BBI ingelifuatilia utaratibu kulingana na katiba ya nchi yetu, sisi Nakuru County tungekuwa beneficiaries, kwa sababu tungeongezewa constituency zingine 5. na katika hizo constituencies 5 ingekuwa na pia na fedha nyingi, tungeongezewa close to 720 million per year. If every constituency would be getting an average of 109 million, you multiply by the could be proposed additional constituencies to faidika. Pia vile ikiongeza constituency, ikiongeza employment. Vile pesa zikiongezeka kwa county yetu, tungepata additional like 250 billion annually, ambayo 5% would be taken to the wards level for development. So tungepata maybe from the 55 constituency, if you can do a layman's arithmetic, tumepoteza kama 300 million per year. Lakini kisha na maana ile imesababisha hiyo ni kukosa kufuata utaratibu, ni kukosa viongozi ambao wamechaguliwa, who have been entrusted with the lives of the Kenyans, kujipiga kifua, kutaka kushindana, kukosa kudisagree to agree. On the issue of legacy, I want to say that I have a lot of respect for His Excellency, the President of Kenya, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Actually, personally, I started supporting him way back in 2002, when almost all Kenyans were supporting the former President Mwai Kibaki. I can remember I contested for civic seat on a candidate ticket, and we were only really in this town, Miss Akayo and the late Kanyi Macharia. The others were calling us traitors just because of supporting Uhuru. I also supported him in 2013. I campaigned for him alongside my campaigns, and twice in 2017 during the general election and the repeat election. So many people have been saying that the building pledges was his incentive as a way of leaving a legacy, and others have been saying that it was meant to create a position for Prime Minister for the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. Personally, I would like to say two mistakes cannot make a right. Yale mambo mzuri yote ingekuwa kwa BBI imekuwa drawn under the bridge just because of failing to follow the laid down procedure. So I would urge my dear big brother, His Excellency the President, many people, the experts, have been saying a lot of proposed ideas that were being included in the BBI are things that can be passed through the process of the Senate and the national the Parliament. So I would urge him to bring all the leaders together, those who are in the position of passing the laws, kama ni hiyo ya pesa ya kuongeza kwa county assembly, I mean county government from 15% to 35%, kama ni hiyo ya create constituencies, kama ni hiyo ile ya muhimu. Lakini hii ya kuongezea viti, Kenyans are not ready to shoulder more burdens. Ndio sababu nasema they are even saying ati punda ameshoka na mzigo wataweka chini. The position of the president and the DP go hand in hand. It is explicitly clear in the constitution. So ningetaka kusema maneno ya BBI. Personally, I never heard the deputy president opposing the BBI. But what I have in several occasions heard him saying is that some of the agendas in the BBI can wait. Others have no need. And mainly he has been saying, even those which are very good, this is not the right time. They are not a priority. So I have never heard the Deputy President opposing the BBI, but he was saying it should wait until the right time. The priority is fighting with the COVID-19 pandemic. The priority is building the economy of this country. The priority is making sure that all families are getting their daily bread. The priority is making sure that all children from the poor families are able to go to school, are able to access medication. To my fellow brothers and sisters from Nakuru Town West, ningetaka kuwaomba yaliyokwisha sio dwele, tugange yajayo. Tuko na mambo mingi sana katika meza yetu. Ningewaambia kwanza niwaombe kwa hisani na kwa roho ya unyenyekevu tuendelee kujilinda, because COVID is real. Number 2, ningetaka kuwaeleza, because our constituency is more cosmopolitan, we need one another. We were created by God and we found ourselves in this great constituency. Na kwa hivyo, let us live harmoniously. Election will come and go, but we will remain to be workmates, we will remain to be neighbors. Let us have respect to one another. Competition is health. Election is coming, and a lot of people have been saying that I will not be contesting. I'll leave it to them. I want to be clear and say that I'm ready as a fido and very prepared to serve you as the next member of Parliament for Nakuru Town West. So, God willing, because I believe that God's time is the best time. When the election time comes, I'll be contesting for the parliamentary seat for Nakuru Town West. Yale yote yalitutendekea wakati ule, tunashukuru Mungu kwa sababu tuko uhai, tuko na afya. Na heshimu wazee na heshimu wa mama, na heshimu vijana wetu, na heshimu watu wote, the industrialist, the poor and the rich, the less privileged, and those who are talented in different way. You know, talent and gift are from God. Lakini mimi, I have a lot of experience. My dream is still clear and clean, ready to serve you if you give me an opportunity. Last but not least, I've realized very many close friends and business associates na wale social friends wananitafuta sana na saa zingine wananipata. Nimejaribu kuongea na watu wa network wakaniambia ni kwa sababu simu yangu haina 5GB network. Lakini I've discovered, wewe ukitaka kunitafuta Kariko Mwangi unikose. Wewe tafuta tu mtu mwenye anauzaga matunda na matunda, hata ule mjengaji, kwa ile hurubaro yake ukikanyanga hapo tu, ama ujishikilie, ama uanze kuendesha hiyo hurubaro, network yako itashika na utanipata. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. May God bless our great Kenya. May God bless all Kenyans. Let us live in unity and harmony.